The Harbor Hawks got out front of the Firebirds early and then put their foot on the gas in the 8th inning. 2 more runs for a 4-1 win over the Firebirds here at McKeon Park. Hyannis out front. You're on Hawk Talk right now alongside Robert Marcello and Lyle Goldstein. I'm Chris Lucey. Gentlemen, this was a big one for Hyannis. Coming back from a 5-run loss last night, the Harbor Hawks able to pick up another win, stave off the Wareham Gatemen, who remain a point behind Hyannis in the standing, depending on whether or not they're able to capitalize on more than a 5-run edge as their game is ongoing at Spillane Field right now. But guys, the Harbor Hawks got off to a great start today, mainly on behalf of their pitching. Lyle, I'll start with you about this. You have the 1-2-3 punch today of James to McDonald to Scholes to close the door. 4 innings each from James and Scholes. A lockdown 9th inning. 4 innings from James and McDonald, excuse me. A lockdown 9th for Scholes. What was it about the Harbor Hawks that were able to help them just get outs today?
Well, for Keegan James, this was his first start of the summer, and really outside one pitch where Nick Osborne took him deep, he did a really nice job in his first start. 4 innings is about what should be expected out of any Cape League starter, and Keegan did just that. And then when head coach Chad Gassman saw him getting knocked around a little bit in the 4th because the Firebirds were starting to make some hard contact on the Bulldog, he pulled him after a really good start. Again, just 1 earned run, brings in Nick McDonald for his first relief appearance of the year, and he gives him 4 shutout, retiring the final 10 hitters he faces, and then Brett Scholl slams it in the 9th. So the Harbor Hawks pitching really taking center stage here today and pushing him out to a 4-1 win.
I mean, 9 innings from the Harbor Hawks staff today, only 1 earned run, and some good hitting performances as well. But you kind of have to start with the sour grapes first, considering that Matt Barefoot comes into this game with a 22-game hit streak, Robert, and he leaves with an 0 for tonight. A tough result for him there, but he certainly has a lot to be proud of on this season. What are some of the details that he can kind of take home and use to help himself stay positive after losing the hit streak?
Well, he also has one of the best batting averages in the league. I think that's something that he can definitely go to sleep at night really thinking about. I know as a player, you're not focused on the numbers, you're focused on helping a team win, and he's done a really good job of that so far this year.
Matt Barefoot loses a 22-game hit streak tonight, but plenty of great headlines in the Harbor Hawks 9, including Tommy Jew with a 2-for-3 night, a sacrifice fly, and an RBI. He caught up with Dani Terzer after the game. Let's listen into their conversation.
I'm here with Tommy Jew, who went 2 for 3 at the plate tonight, a single, a double, a sac fly that brought a runner in. How are you able to incorporate all those tools to help your team?
Honestly, I'm just trying to go 1 for 1 every at bat, and whatever they need, I'll do it. That last one, we just need a sacrifice fly, so I was looking for something I could get in the air, and then before that, I'm just trying to get on for the guys behind me to hit me in.
What's it like playing with a bunch of East Coast players, being from California?
It's definitely different. They got different attitudes with how they treat the game, and I'm just trying to pick their brains as much as I can. I'm a West Coast guy, but they play great baseball out here, so I'm trying to learn as much as I can from them.
Your girlfriend just visited. She's also an athlete at Santa Barbara. How have you guys supported each other throughout your careers?
It's just great being athletes. We're kind of on always packed schedules, and we're always trying to help each other make sure we're feeling okay that day. Whether we're both struggling with something at practice or something, we kind of pick each other's brain because mentally as an athlete, it's all the same. You try to go out and compete and be the best you can, and so mentally we're always just trying to pick each other up.
Thanks, Tommy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dani. Back with Lyle Goldstein and Robert Marcello, I'm Chris Lucey. Hyannis taking a 4-1 win tonight over the Orleans Firebirds, and now they have to hit the road again tomorrow, guys. Second road game in 3 days for the Harbor Hawks, going out to Falmouth to take on the Commodores tomorrow. Gentlemen, what's the key to another win streak for Hyannis? Robert, starting with you.
I think definitely a better result of what happened there last time, being able to come back down from 3-0. Unfortunately, losing in the 9th inning, you definitely don't want that to happen again. So just to be able to hit and pitch well.
Lyle, how about you?
Well, they've won 5 of their last 6 games, and in most of those games, they've done a good job scoring early, which was the problem the last time they went out to Gov Fuller Field to face the Commodores, because they didn't put up any runs until the 9th inning when they tied that game on the Adam Elliott double. So against a Falmouth team that's pretty loaded, has some pretty high-graded talent on that ball club, putting runs up and putting them up early is going to be the key to Falmouth, who's starting to notch their way back up the Western Division.
Hyannis still atop the Western Division, a 1-point lead over the Wareham Gatemen as things stand right now. On behalf of the entire team, Lyle Goldstein, Robert Marcello, and field reporter Dani Terzer included, I'm Chris Lucey. Be sure to catch Dani's interviews in entirety on Twitter at Harbor Hawks. Be sure to catch our broadcasts and Hawk Talk on the Hyannis Harbor Hawks digital network, which can be found on the YouTube page, the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. On behalf of the whole broadcast team, again, I'm Chris Lucey. Thanks so much for joining us, and have a great night.